Good evening, crafty peoples. It's 9 o'clock. We all know what that means. Crafty time. I know Maria is not able to attend today because she is away at a Stamping Up retreat, which sounds super exciting. And I kind of wish that I was there. So she's not able to join us tonight, but we'll see who else can come along and join us. We're just doing our normal twiddling for a few minutes. So come on in, get settled, grab a cup of tea, coffee, juice, wine, whatever floats your boat, as they say, and get sorted while we do all of our tweaking. We've got camera 2 on the go at the moment. Hey Gabby, hey, and Cynthia's here as well. Hello. Bunny's with the tea. I'll have tea if there's tea going. Hinty, hint, hint, Mr. Oman. Iris is here too. Hiya. Tally, Snowy Splodges, hello. Definitely wine for Snowy. Good for you. Okay, have you got your list, Craig? Okay, sent him off on an adventure to get some bits and bobbies, and because I still haven't brought some. I still haven't brought kitchen roll out to my craft room, and because I didn't have kitchen roll, I've gone through on my wipies, and now I need wipies as well. It's all good. How is everybody doing? Happy Friday, happy Friday. Another busy week at Casa Oman, also known as Heffy Doodle HQ. We have, oh, I wanted to show you guys the advert. I'll get that later. Oh, yay! Marjoline says that Kenrick and her are crafting while watching. Yay! That's so exciting. I want to hear all about what you're making. These are just here for correcting the colors. And I had made some plans for tonight. And I know that I want to make a card using some adorable yetis. That's on the agenda. And I also want to show you guys some Happy Meal that I got yesterday and today, actually, which is part of some big exciting news. Woo! So I think I told you guys, that I went up for a screen test at Create and Craft. I'm just going to crack on with these guys while I'm chatting. I went for a screen test at Create and Craft TV, which is a TV show, a few weeks ago. And it was a twofold adventure. Here comes Grady. These are so cute. Craig, could you also bring me in the Simply Cards and Papercraft magazine, please? Thank you. It was a twofold adventure because I was speaking to people. And tea for everyone, please, Craig. I'm not sure our kettle would manage that. I was speaking to them about a potential show of Heffy Doodle products. Woo, exciting! And but also speaking to them about me doing some demo work in general on TV. And boo, 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 dancey, dancey, dance, dance. I have exciting news, because on Monday, yes, Monday, this Monday coming, the 13th, I will be actually on Create and Craft TV. What? At 9 a.m. and also 5 p.m. doing some demo work on behalf or for the show, which is for a stamp company called My Sentiments Exactly. So I wanted to know, first of all, have you guys heard of My Sentiments Exactly? Or is this new to you? I had heard of them because many moons ago, when I worked in a craft shop and we had a lovely wall full of wood mounted stamps, a lot of the sentiment stamps were MSE, or My Sentiments Exactly. So I had heard of them, and I actually spoke to the lady, oh there's two here, spoke to the lady at Creativation. I keep forgetting that I've got a nice big close-up camera. That would be much better for you guys. So I spoke to the lady at Creativation, and obviously this was way before I'd even thought or spoken to anyone at Create and Craft TV. Oh, sorry, I need to find a better way to have this tripod. So, yep, I spoke to the lady at Creativation, and oh, okay, questions. Can it be watched online? Yes. Will it be aired in the USA? Yes. So you can come and see me. If you go to Create and Craft, if you Google Create and Craft TV, it'll pop up, and there's like a watch online or watch live button, something like that. So I am on at 9 a.m. UK time. So you have to figure out exactly what time that may be with you guys, with all you chickadees. and 5 p.m. So 9 and 5, which is super exciting. Ooh, I am so pumped. So the other thing is then my Happy Mail that I got today is the stock that will be sold during that live show. And I phoned the people, I think, and said, hey, is this like top secret, or can I share it on my live stream? And they were like, yeah, go ahead, share it. So I'm going to be using some of that tonight. Woohoo! Whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Have to do my dance over in this camera today. Thank you, Craig. What have you got me? Tea, wipes, kitchen roll, magazine. Awesome. Thank you so much. You're the best. Have fun. So we're going to be playing with that, and there's like, I don't even know, there's like 10 stamp sets or something. There's a stamping tool, there's some ink, so you guys are going to get to see some of that tonight as well. But get my Fox mug so I can keep track of all my Copics. But the other thing is that well, I have my show is at 9, right? So I have to be there for 7. Nobody has ever seen me before, like before 7 in the morning. Eep. So, and it's like 4 hours away, 3.5, 4 hours away. So I am going up on Sunday night, and then I realized that where it is, Peterborough, there is this event on called Crafting Live, and I don't really know very much about it, unfortunately. BB00. You might be a bit pink. Well, let's have a look at you. Yeah, so there's this crafting live event on in some sort of arena thing on Peterborough, and I think I'm going to swing in by on that, so I'll go up during the day. So if any of you guys, or you know anyone who is going to be going to that event, it would be awesome to point them in my direction. I'd love to meet up with some crafty peeps. So all exciting. What is it like to demo for TV? Well, I've not done it yet. I've only, Monday is my first show. I've done demo work on like a show floor, you know, at, what's the word? Exhibitions is the word that I'm looking for. I've done that before, and it's so much fun. I mean, I really love that. I love the interaction. I will say it is super exhausting because you're constantly smiling, and you know, you're I want to say on camera, but obviously you're not on camera, but there's customers around you all the time. The lights are a killer. Like in a lot of those places, the lights are really intense, so you kind of get a bit of a headache pretty much. But it's all worth it because you get to meet so many awesome people. So I'm excited about the TV. Although in my screen test, they tell you don't look at the camera. Like, you look at the presenter, and the presenter may look at the camera, but don't you look at the camera. It's really hard. Because, and they say to me, you know, I can tell that you've done like YouTube videos and YouTube live videos, because in those kind of videos you look at the camera, you're talking, you know, face on to your audience. I'm like, yeah. She says, but don't look at it. So I'm going to try and do that. try not to do that. Try to not look at the camera and just keep crafting, just keep crafting. So throughout tonight, I have to have a look at some of the sets that we get. If you guys see any of the designs and you want me to use a particular one, please shout out. And I will probably kind of be brainstorming what to do. I might not have like finished cards tonight. I might like start some of them to finish on TV. I kind of figure that I probably need to be a bit more basic, I think, or at least I can't really go into big fancy shaker cards and whatever, because if it looks really complicated, we'll end up, this guy keeps spinning around, end up like alienating people, and they'll think it's too complicated for them to do, which we don't want. We don't want them to feel like that, because it's not complicated. You just have to do it. Why can't you look at the camera? I thought you would have had to, says Gabby. I honestly don't know. It's a little rule. I don't think I asked them why. I think maybe it looks a bit, well, I think part of the problem, or challenge maybe, is that there's 3 cameras. So you'll probably end up looking at the wrong camera. so they will try and if you're not looking at the camera, then they can transition a lot easier and stuff. They don't have to follow where you're looking at. I don't know. That's just a guess. Totes just a guess. Bunny sent an idea today. You did, and you know, I haven't even had a chance to really look into it, but I am excited to do that. Bunny and I were like messaging at 1 o'clock in the morning last night. Craig was like, turn down the brightness on your phone. I'm like, I can't, it's at minimum. It's like, Just go to sleep. I'm talking to Bunny. Shh. Hello, good morning, Elizabeth Lucy. Have you remembered this week that you get an extra hour in bed? Well, you probably don't actually with the boys, but with the kiddos. I'm going to end up ruining this guy. Overkill. So I must say that this little guy was actually, came in a card that Maria sent me. So I don't have this guy yet. He needs to be in my stash. I'm not sure whether it was a limited edition. Was that a thing? I'm not sure. But I need to get him because he's so cute and fluffy. He's adorbs. I want like a much lighter V91. What is a V91? Oh, you don't even look like a purple at all. You a purple? Scratch your cardstock. Like a mauve colour. I don't think I have a lighter one. V12. I'm looking at my hex chart. Now, what I might do is give him a little W0 just to kind of blend him out a little, if I can find it. I was using it earlier, so where would it be? I have this problem every single time. There's always one. There we are. We were up early with the puppies. Oh man. You're like an advertisement of why puppies may be a bad idea. Yeah, so I was saying that Maria added these little guys in a card that she sent to me last week. And I mentioned at the start, I don't know if everyone heard, but Maria can't make it tonight because she's at a Stampin' Up retreat. Lucky duck. But I don't know what kind of paper this is. It's got a bit of a shine to it. You probably can't really tell. Oh, almost there. You see it's got like a sparkle to it. Oh, we caught it a second ago. I think it might be a Stampin' Up paper. Not sure. So I'm a bit cautious that it might not be overly Copic friendly, but we'll see. On verra, as they say. We shall see. I was wondering, is it a pink Yeti and a mauve one? Yes! And there is a reason for that. Well, actually, I wanted to do a pink one and a blue one. But I then wanted to do their faces teal, which is why I decided to do like purple and pink. And the reason I wanted to do that is because Craig's brother and wife are expecting a baby. And I thought that this little Yeti looks like she's like hugging her belly. You know, I remember going to a craft fair and I was pregnant, and I did have a little badge on that said baby on board, but I walked up to this craft stall, I guess is the term, And the lady said, when you do? And I was like, oh, I told them. And they said, oh, I just saw you with both hands on your belly. And I just knew straight away, like that's just the stance that people take whenever they've got a little precious cargo in there. And I was like, oh yeah, you're totally right. So they are expecting a bambino. And I thought this yeti image, it reminded me of that. So I'm going to, I was a bit like, oh, because I wanted this to, like, I was trying to figure out what to write in here. So while I'm finishing up, you guys need to figure out what I have to write in here. Because either we cut one off and write baby, or we do baby and an exclamation, or we do something like yay. I don't know. What do you think? I can't figure that out yet. Haven't got that far yet. You guys have to help me. This was bugging me. It was a bit harsh. And even though I'm not going to see this hand, I can't help it. I have to do it. I did want to bring a little bit darkerness. Darkerness? Let's pretend that's a real word. Into their faces. Okay. So yes, congratulations to them. Whoop whoop. Yes, I'm going to be Auntie Les, although I am already Auntie Les several times over. But this is exciting. This is their first kiddo. And interesting fact, Craig's brother Michael is his wife is called Lesley. Although she is from the States, so technically she is Lesley, and it's spelt different. She is spelt Leslee, and my name is spelled Lesley. And she hasn't changed her name to Oman, so I'm still the only Lesley Oman. Yes, +1. Oh, that's amazing. You see, this is why I need you guys. Woo! +1, that sounds good. That's good. That's good. Hey Donna, I got an email from Sam yesterday, keeping my fingers crossed, going to Peter. Oh no, Donna, I'm going on Sunday. Come on Sunday. Go on. That would be awesome. And Donna, you missed my excitement from the start of the show. I'm going to be doing some demo work on Monday. Yeah! Okay, cool. Send me a message and I'll send you my number so that we can hook up. Anyway, we got a little sidetrack there. Oh yeah. Yeah. They're so cute. Okay. Sorry, got distracted. Crafting is so fun. I think I'm going to add a little, do I do like a tealy background? Yeah, let's do that. Just not too much though, guys. Don't let me go cray cray. Keep it. I wanted to use this and cover it up. Okay. Talking to myself now. So this is the one that I messed up, so I'm just going to reuse that by covering it up. So I will create a thing and then layer it on top. Put you to the side. just add, I've got embossing powder all over this mat, driving me nuts. I'm going to add a little like ground kind of element. I might do it a little tiny bit higher. And just bring a little bit of colour in the background. A little bit of cracked pistachio, I think. But not too much. When are you going to be on the telly, says Di? Monday, 9 AM GMT. And Monday, 5 PM GMT. So you can watch on Tinternet. And that would be amazing if you get a chance to do so. Or on telly if you have Create and Craft TV channel. And don't ask me what number it is because I don't know. So I thought this would bring in the colour of their faces, and I want to be like a little aura around them. So I want to bring it out enough, but not too much. You know, just the right amount, enough, but not too much. Any other ideas for what I should write in my banner? Okay. There we go. Looking good. I think I'm going to add like a bit of shadow beneath them, maybe. Using some cool grays. Congrats doesn't fit. Yeah, oh, I was going to maybe put congrats down here, which is why I raised that layer up a tiny bit. But who knows? C1. So this is another reason why I needed a layer to go on top of here, because if I'm going to use my culprit straight onto my cardstock, then normally there's a bit of like bleeding that comes through. So yes, Donna and anyone else, we are working on a Heffy Doodle show for later this month. So hopefully I will have news for you guys in regards to that in a week or two. Woo! Craig says, baby! Exclamation mark. That will depend on whether the stamp set which I plan to use in here has an exclamation mark, quite frankly. Because I thought that I would use the jet alphabeters. Ooh, cup of tea. But they're just slightly too big. Just a little bit, it would be a bit too squishy, I think. Overhang slightly. Iris says, I keep thinking you should put Hoera in there, but it won't really work since it's a Dutch word. No, I don't think that would work very well. I'm not sure whether they would pick up on that at all. Let's see what else I've got. We could do something like hugs or something, but then that's a bit generic as well. Now, I saw a stamp set down here. So this is, oops, you can't even see. This is a stamp set which I've had in my stash for ages and ages and ages, and it looked like it would be a good size. I don't know what it's going to be like, but let's maybe see if we can give it a go. Just sent you PM on Facebook. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm getting extra sound. Is Craig hinting? No, no, no hinting. Can't run a business and like have a baby. That's like way too much. Way too much pressure. I really think I could sit here on a Friday night and craft with you guys if there was a baby happening. Having a laugh, aren't you? Although in saying that, we have got an extra bambino in the house tonight. Not quite a bambino. Piper's got a friend over for a sleepover. This one always bugs me. Yeah, so my best friend Sophia. Sophia is over for a sleepover because friends Alexia and Timmy are away to the cinema. Okay. Oh, hold on. Hello, baby. Congrats on your great news. Trying to think of other sentiments to use. Okay, actually, that's a good idea. Before I get distracted about gerbil news. Fatil gerbil news. Let's see what we can add down here. Because that might decide what we put up here. Let me have a look. Okay, we've got a yay, l'enfant yay. We could have something down there. Let's have a moochy mooch. Birthday, thanks. We've got congrats. Bundle of joy, sweet new baby, sweet little one. Not sure if there's any there. Ooh, these might work. I'm overloading things now, sorry about that. Those sentiments don't really work. No. Happy, no. Oops, I've got one that says new baby, but it's the wrong kind of dimensions, so that's not great. A sweet baby has arrived. Well, it ain't arrived yet. No. Ooh, I've got this one. It's got big baby word. I'm just going to have a quick mooch through some of these other ones. It's twins, new baby. New baby. Time to celebrate. Time to celebrate. Maybe. You make me smile. So happy for you. That could be an inside thing. Could be an inside job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's no good. Oh yeah, I've got special delivery. Handle with care. Welcome, baby. Don't quite have the same feel. How are you going to read the comments open on Monday? I'm not. How are we going to do that? Okay, so this might work. And it's got an exclamation mark. But it doesn't have numbers, so we couldn't do the +1 if we wanted to do it on that one. These ones look, I don't think that's going to work. Can anyone think of a Yeti pun for a baby? Yeah. Something like fuzzy or a bundle of, I don't know, fuzz. I don't know. It's not really working for me at the moment. Do congrats. Will kind of look like baby congrats. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Or I could just do yay. Oh yeah, sweet, sweet baby. Get Yeti for baby. Oh, I love that. Oh, we have to write that in the inside. We could just do yay. Or do you think we could write that up at the bottom? Like get Yeti for a new arrival or something. Is there a new arrival one? No, there's never the one you want. Get Yeti. What do you think? Should we do baby? Baby exclamation mark. Baby. And then congrats. Everyone's going to have their own opinion anyway, so let's just do that. Congratulations. I'm going to try out one of these stamping tools. So I'm going to show you the, as they would say in Ireland, the whole shebang in a little bit. Everything that's going to be on the show on Monday. But all the stamps and things. But the other things that they sent me to use for Monday is some stamping tools. And this is one of the stamping tools. Oh, it makes a bit of a squeaky noise, this size of one anyway. It's a lot more basic than perhaps some of the other stamping tools. And I'm sorry, like, don't ask me price points because I simply don't know. It came in the post today and I'm here to try it out. So I'll use it today. There's this one and there's a slightly larger square one. The brand is called Rare Earth. And I think it may be specific to create and craft. I'm not 100% on that at the moment because it's all so new to me. So let's see, we've got congrats here, we've got these here. Doobie doobie doop boop 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 boop. So I kind of want to carry through that teal tones again. So I shall go for, I want to do Minty Fresh from Lawn Fawn, but I think it might not be dark enough. So let me have a try. So this one it's not magnetic, so you don't hold it in place with magnet. So I've just used a little tiny bit of washi tape down there, and because it's plastic underneath, it sticks well. Sometimes if I try to use plastic in my Misty, I mean washi tape in my Misty, because of the foam mat beneath, it just doesn't really stick. So the tape works fine in this capacity. And that was minty fresh from Lawn Fawn. And then these are going to go here, and he's all like, come on, give me a cuddle, missus. So exciting. And then we're going to have baby. So let's do baby on this. Take this away first of all. So any other questions, just shout out and I shall try and pick them up as I go along. But the other one doesn't squeak though, so I might use that one later because that one was just a bit on the squeak side. No, this is a bit like Jet Alphabet, so just a little bit too big. Oh no, but that means that I don't have an exclamation mark, which ruins everything. Okay, well let's give it a test anyway, because I don't know what these are going to be like. Draw it. So you answered everything, Craig. Draw it. I mean, it's worked so far with my own, you know, my own company. Yep, I'm sure I'll be able to find one in my craft room somewhere. These are not great stamps. They do not, I think they're silicone. They're not, oh dear, yeah, they're not going to stamp overly well. I'll just prime it a bit by stamping it to the side a couple of times. Might be able to see. Hashtag make tiny font stamp. Yeah. Can you see? There's like some like broken up areas. It kind of looks like, well, it has that stamped look. Not the stamped look that we know and love, but the one that, you know, people emulate, where it's a bit speckledy, but I will do it anyway. What's the difference with the stamp materials? Yeah, it does have a typewriter look, you're right. So for the stamps that I make for Heffy Doodle, B-A-B-Y, we use photopolymer. And I just found this out recently, that photopolymer was developed by, I haven't fact checked this, so I should probably say that right now, but well, according to what I found out recently, the photopolymer was developed by the printing industry for making, thank you Donna, for making or printing newspapers. So it was developed in a way that you could create your print to print today's newspaper, and then you can kind of, I was going to say melt it down, but it's vaporize it down or whatever, to use it again to use the same, like, I guess I want to say gel. It's a runny substance, so to use it again the next day. It's, hold my breath, sorry. So this one is either going to be acrylic or silicone, and I mean, if there's hardly any cling to it, like if I just nudge it, you can see it moving along, and also it's like really rubbery. It feels like a non-sticky glue dot, I guess is the best way to do that, or to talk about it like that. but I mean, you can see it kind of popping off. And some of the silicone ones, apparently, are actually like waste product from the medical industry, like breast implants and stuff. So a lot of the time, if you see a lot of the time coming out of China, you'll have things like that. It's not going to be the high quality stuff. But anyway, it just doesn't stamp as well. It's not going to give as well an impression, even if you look here. So I didn't stamp this one, Maria did, but you can see a solid line here from a photopolymer stamp compared to this typewritery look on the silicone one. There you go. Yep, leftover boobs, as Bunny says. I like the typewriter look in regards to like the font, for example, is super typewritery. But if I'm, see, that's just really smudged, that one. And if I am making like a card or an image or something, I don't want the risk of it smudging like that. Like, oh, you've just, it's a problem now. I just went to put this away and my Y won't stick back to here. Just have to put this on and hope that it doesn't fall out. But I obviously, even though I don't really, I mean, hardly ever use this, I must have kept it because it was a good size. So yes, Craig, make smaller font, definitely. So I've got my baby over there. This might work. Does that too? Because it's got that distressy look to it. So that might work. Let me check. There's some exclamations in my Heffy Doodle stamp sets. So I can check them. Perfect. Crocs to the rescue. Thanks for the explanation that they've wondered for so long. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a chemist. I was going to say a chemicalist. I'm not. Craig, we need to find a way to put that thing at my toe. So I don't know all the ins and outs bits, but what I do, I am a stamper, and I can tell you that one of the reasons why I'm not, I'm getting my products made in America is that I want a clean stamped image every time compared to the, I guess, a more kind of rusticy look. I think that I think there will be certain crafters that don't care, and I think there'll be crafters like me who do care. And it's my product, so I get to choose which one I do. Bunny's off to make dinner. Have fun! Bon appetit! Now that you have explained, you can really see. Yeah. So, yay! Okay, I'm going to just take some of these stamp sets and put them over to the side for a second. But I thought what I would do is keep out that one. And I'm going to add a couple of stamped things around the outside, like some stars and stuff around the outside. I thought that would be fun. Oh baby, baby, And I get to tuck this one in here like she's holding it. She's all like, I'm gonna have a baby. Okay, it is exciting, isn't it? Baby time. Yeah, baby. So this is the Yake Heights stamp set. And we've got some love hearts, and some stars, which I'm going to throw on here as well. And I've got a closed love heart and an open love heart likewise for the stars. And I'm going to use a slightly different, darker tone. Well, it's a different one. This one's called Mint Candy, and it is a Simon Says stamp one. And the other one was a long phone. Oops, that one didn't stamp very well. Cuteness. Oops, I think I completely made that too low. Never mind. And I'm going to try and stamp this over the top without smudging it too much. There we go, just a little bit of extra oomph. So, back to gerbils. I got a message today. So when I spoke to the lady, oh, I didn't tell you as well, but I will. When I spoke to the lady last week, like, hey, any news? And she said, oh, I was so glad you texted because I changed my phone, lost all the numbers. They were born a couple weeks back. They should be ready around the 20th. And I was super thrilled. And then I messaged her and said, hey, like, you didn't tell me if, like, well, like, are they boys? Because they would ask for a boy. And then she said, well, remind me what you wanted, blah, blah, blah. And what are we writing? We're writing, get Yeti for baby. Is that what we're writing? Get Yeti for baby, get Yeti for baby. Okay. And I think I might use get Yeti for baby. Sorry, I'm mooching. Bear with me. It's quite a lot of text, so I was wondering maybe if I use my skinnies. So yes, thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, so she said 20th of November, and I messaged her. I was like, oh, do you know if I'm going to get a boy? She's like, oh, I don't know yet. I'm out and about, and I'll have to see when I get home. So I was like, okay. And then she messaged me and said, that, oh, you can't see what I'm doing, sorry. She messaged me and said that there was actually 2 litters. And so she's messaged me today and said there was males in both litters, not letters, and that some are ready on the 17th and some are ready on the 21st. So back to that in a second. What I did was I wrote, get Yeti for baby, and then I crossed them off one by one. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, space A, Y, B, E, space T-R-I-O space and F are the last two, and the gap in the middle is my midpoint for Get Yeti for Baby. And that's how I try and figure out how far I want to go, but I wonder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think it'll fit on one line. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But anyway, so yep, she said that it will, we can basically choose whether we have the 21st or the 17th. So I was like, 17th. So space is the middle. Let's pick my midpoint first of all. I'm going to use my lazy action. This is the width here. And this is the center point, which is right here. Yes, we're getting a boy. So space, and then to the right of that is an F. And these are the Lawn Fawn Milo ABCs. F. So this time next week, guys, we will have a fat-tailed gerbil on our stream, probably. I'm really excited. F-O. Oops. Might have to fill the rest of that O in because I overlapped it. F-O-R. Here we go. So yeah, I just can't wait. And last week, Piper, because we told Piper last week, I think I told you that, get ready for baby, and we went to Pets at Home, and I needed some assistance with, I had a question, basically, because it's a bit hard, like there's not really a lot out there for fat-tailed gerbils, which is what my guy is, also known as a duprassi or a dupe. So I'm getting a baby dupe. Cute. Anyway, we found a lady and we were asking her something about the bedding, and she said, oh, I've got 2 dupes, which was just perfect. Because like I say, it's not an overly popular pet at the moment. It's kind of becoming more and more popular. Get Yeti for Baby. And so we were talking to her for ages, and we found out that actually the person that we're getting our dupe from is the same person that she got her dupe from. So our little dupes are like cousins or something, I don't know. Get Yeti. This is where it gets complicated because I have to go backwards and try not to spell it wrong. And I was wondering if I should do it different, if I should do like my mint candy tone. That's it. To make it pop. Those letter stamps are small, aren't they? Yeah, they are really small. But I quite like them because they're tall. You get quite a lot in there. I like them. They're cool. These are Lawn Fawn Milo ABC. Oh, I've done it again. Lorraine says that she's pleased I'm live so that she can occupy her mind. You must have been binge watching my YouTube videos the other day. I was laughing because I checked my phone and there was lots of lovely comments. It's like, oh, Lorraine must be binge watching my videos. Good to have you here, honey. They do these ones because they're tall. Oh, can we get rid of this? They kind of like bend a little, like they can be a little bit drunk looking, but I don't mind that. I think that's fun. Get yeti for baby. Oh, you've been on bed rest. Oh no, I'm sorry. I hope that their bed rest is actually helping. Get yeti for baby. Nearly there. If you do get these stamp sets or you use them, I will tell you, several times I have accidentally used a Q instead of an O because the little tail on the Q, whatever it's called, is so tiny. And also you see the P there, so you think like you go like, oh, P, but obviously it goes this way. Oh, silly sausage me. Right, we are getting there. Might need to fill in the bottom of that O, but I'll use a little pen for that, I think. Line up this O that's went a wandering. And I just need a little Copic liner, Copic, sorry guys, multi-liner. There we go. Get yeti for baby. Oh, chemo. Oh, I see. Yeah. You soldier on, girl. That's definitely going to be hard on you. Okay, let's stick this guy on. Yes, we need a little dust bath. We actually bought, there's lots of different types of receptacles that you can get for the dust bath, but there was ones that we found on eBay, cheap and cheerful ones, that had like a little, it looked like a little bath. Oh, was that the one we got? That was the one that Piper wanted, but I think maybe she got one that had like a scoop with it, like a pooper scooper or something. Anyway, it hasn't arrived yet, but we do have another. It kind of looks like a cat feeding dish thing, which is a good size. We'll use that for now. Put him there. I thought I would add a little flick to give her little eyelashes. They're really subtle. Can you see them? For cuteness. I like that lettering. Yay! Amy says, Yahoo! Yoo-hoo! Hey! I'm a newbie sub and I've watched a few of your vids this week, and lo and behold, I didn't realise you could live on YouTube. Oh, thank you so much. Welcome to the party. You shall fit in well if you like your crafting with a little bit of giggles and crazy. It's pretty me. Pretty much me. Let's stick these together. I appreciate this is upside down for you guys, but unfortunately I can't put my arms around the doodah easily, so just gonna have to do for now. I'm gonna grab my glue dots for my banner. You can really see the color. Yes, I know. Yes, I'm on two cameras again, which I really like. I don't know whether we'll have to give this camera back to its rightful owner anytime soon. Although, as Craig pointed out, it was literally stuffed down behind his TV unit. So I don't think it's, I don't think Mark was necessarily using it a lot. But if needs be, I'll have to ask Santa for a new one. Don't stick where you're not supposed to be stuck. Kind of want this to reach up to his paw, but it's going to be just slightly short. Just have to pretend. There we go. I'm supposed to be crafting right now. Whoops. What you doing? What you doing? I love it when people craft along with me. I always think that that's very exciting. I love hearing what other people are making. Oops. A little bit of overhang on his noggin. There we go. Trim that little guy off. And I'm just using any old foam pads for this. May I ask what you were cleaning your letter stamps on, please? Oh yes, of course. Let me grab that. I will flip my cameras so I can show you as I continue. So this container says Hampton Art Stamp Scrubber Cleaning Pad, and what you get in there is this. Obviously, when I got it, it was kind of this color. Well, at least a sort of off-white color, and it's so hard to explain. It's really nice. Do you know what it feels like? It feels like when your husband's just had his hair cut. It's lovely, and it's really good. Hampton Art Stamp Scrubber Cleaning Pad, really nice. But I've kind of used mine to the point where it's really grubby, and even though I've washed it with soap and water, like I kind of go between this and my a absorber. So this is an absorber, and I had the Lawn Fawn one and used it and loved it. I think I still have it here actually somewhere. Maybe I chucked it, I don't know. But it's a teal color, which is a bonus. But then when basically it all looked like this, I just ordered an absorber from eBay, and I didn't know what it would turn out to be like. So it's thinner than the Lawn Fawn one, but it pretty much does the same job. The only thing is, if you have a stamp which has got quite a lot of little crevices, then this is better, because each of those little tiny fibers gets into the stamp, into the little crevices and grooves between the stamps. So what I do actually is I keep this in here and leave that in a drawer behind me. And the reason I like this is because I can spray it right in this container, so it keeps moist, because it does start to dry out. I can even spray a little puddle right into here so it soaks it up. If you keep it in an airtight container, it starts to smell, and if you just leave it on your desk, it goes like rock solid. So I keep it in that, just because I thought this might work, and to me it seems to work really well. Oh, Gabby says I used the Hampton one, but the sponge side, not the fluffy side. See, that's weird to me, because this, really? It just feels like funky foam. As you can see, I never even thought that that was a cleaning side at all. The I don't think I've ever had a problem with the fluff, like the hairs getting over the stamps. I would maybe speak to them about it, because I don't think that has ever happened to me. So cute. Baby, congrats. Get Yeti for baby. Do you have to clean the absorber? Some people chuck it in the wash, but I haven't. Have I? I think when the lawn foam one got really manky. Is that an Irish word? Craig, is that an Irish word? I don't know. When it got really disgusting, I tried to wash it, but the ink doesn't really come out of it. So, ta-da! Interesting. What was in the spray? That spray was just clean water. And I do this as well, which works totally awesomely. Ultra clean. And it smells quite nice. It's hard to explain. Yeah, it smells quite nice, but do you know what? It feels a bit oily, which I think is a conditioner that's built into it. When I was at Creativation, I heard, what do you call them? Brutus Monroe, they have one, and he was talking about how theirs has like special oil stuff in it that actually conditions your stamp. So whenever you spray it and clean it, you should leave it to the side to air dry. HeroArts.com is the branding of this one, but I think I bought it on Amazon. And it's really good. So sometimes wiping it will not be enough. Let me see if I've got a stamp that looks a bit stained. Probably my Heffy Doodle ones, because they get used and abused quite a bit. Let me see. What have I got? What have I got? No, they're all clean. They all look pretty clean to me. Yeah, sometimes, like I say, if you have a stamp that seems like it's a bit used and abused, I don't know if you're going to be able to see on this. This is a red rubber one. Click. So can you see it's a little bit stained. I wonder if this is actually going to work. Sometimes I leave it on there for a few seconds, and then in those ones I'll normally come in with the furry side and give it a little scrub, and I do clockwise and anti-clockwise. And I also have another device, another stamp cleaner, which is many moons old, and sorry guys, it's called, let me flip over, it's called the Rubber Scrubber, or Rubbit Scrubbit, and it has a foam side that, once again, I've never ever used as a cleaning thingy. And then this, it's a bit thicker and kind of feels like a plastic version of wire wool. But it's good for getting in the groovies. So I would just give it a good scrub. There you go. But you can see how that took all the staining off this guy. That's the thing. You're going to have different inks will behave differently. So it just stands to reason that you'll maybe need different cleaners to wipe them off. Anyway. Thank you. Does it work for all the inks? The Ultra Clean, yes. Well, it'll not take out off solvent inks like Stays On, because you really need an acetone type thing or a solvent based remover, but it will take off pigment and it will take off dye. But I think I don't use it because it seems like overkill a lot of the time, so I don't use that all of the time. In the middle of a reaction, you're talking about the gerbil, my phone died. Oh, I'm sorry. Marjoline says, I've got 2 cute hamsters and have their own little toilets and their own bowl to run around in. Oh, so cute. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera. We've got one card done. Done. And I'm going to show you the range of stuff that I will be demoing on Monday at Create and Craft, so you can have a look, and if there's anything in particular you want me to use, shout, because otherwise I'm just going to have to brainstorm as I go through. So as I said, this is the load and fold machine, and this one is the smaller of 2. The brand name is Rare Earth. Load and fold stamping tool, large rectangle. And then this one is load and fold stamping tool, large square. So I want to say 8 by 8. I've added a little bit of washi tape on there so that it's easier to kind of, rather than trying to dig your nail into the edge. It kind of reminds me of like a dual CD case. So that's cool. And then I've got some inks. Let's play with them. You're going to be fighting over this dupe with Piper. Yep. Okay, what have I got? So more products from Rare Earth. I saw a YouTube video when a lady made what she called her trasve. I don't know whether that's a spelling mistake or I'm just not getting it. So we have got, what have we got? Oh, we've got 2 black dyes. So put one to the side for now. We have got a dye black. We've got a pigment black. Oh, a pigment white. Nice. A dye desert sand. So that might be really cool for no line watercoloring. Dye henna brown. Cool, like sepia kind of thing. A silver and gold pigment. Let's have a look at these bad boys. Okay, yeah, it looked quite dull on the camera, but it looks quite shiny in real life. And then a clear, tight, clear gloss for embossing. Nice. I wonder if this is... These dye inks are acid-free, archival and fade resistant. When dry, they're waterproof and permanent. Perfect for using with watercolor and water-based markers. Well, well, well. That sounds exciting to me. So, gotta get in with these, So what was that? A brown, a black, and a desert sand. Okay, put them over there. And then we've got a whole load of stamps. Let me run through them all first of all. And some of them I've had a look at the images and what I can do with them. So I've kind of prepped a couple of demos because I'm going to have to do that online. So that's cool. Oh, so here we go. Lorraine says, I saw a YouTube video where a lady made what she called her travel misty, and it was a CD case. Awesome. Donna says, I wanted to try these inks. I'm interested to hear what you think. Ooh, nice. Cool. Okay, so this company is called, these rare earth ones, from what I believe is the like own brand of Create and Craft. So they are Create and Craft, but these are from a stamp company called My Sentiments Exactly. And like I said earlier in the stream, this is a company that's been around a long time, and they specialize in sentiments, but they do have some images and things as well. But I remember them when in the wooden based things, the wood mounted stamps, they had what they would call innies and outies. So they specialized in messages that would be inside a card and then outside a card. So let's have a look what we've got. Where's that piece of cardstock to put behind? So first of all, we've got Wedding Carriage Silhouette. And I've prepped a thing here. I couldn't find my spun sugar distress ink earlier. But I did some inking on my background. And then I took some silver pigment ink, tapped it onto an acrylic block, and using a wet brush mixed it with a little bit of water and then splattered it. So I've got some splatteroonies here, and my idea is to create a silhouette along here, but I might mask off the horse and do a couple of horses, horsey. And if I can fit on your wedding day on the top like this, then I shall do that. If not, then I'll put like congratulations down here somewhere. But I'm going to save that for during the show. And then I also had another thing prepped here, which I thought would be cute to have some pattern paper in the background, and then have like a tag and focus on one of these sentiments, like here's to love, laughter, and happy ever after, or wishing you a lifetime of love and happiness. So that was my thought prep for that. Di says, I thought you'd be using your own stamps. So there I am. There's my visit to Create and Craft was twofold. I think I started saying this earlier. First of all, for demo, being one of their guest demoers, so that I can demo craft products for them, either their own brand like Rare Earth or any other brands that would like me to demo for them. The second capacity that I was there for was to talk to them about having a show of Heffy Doodle products, and that wood, where's the wood? I need wood mounted stamps. Touch the wood. Is will be hopefully coming at the end of this month, so stay tuned. So this one here is really cute, and it says welcome baby silhouette, and so we've got this cute little onesie. So I'm going to do like a onesie, maybe some second generation stamping on there. And then the other thing I was going to do second generation stamping of the onesie, and then first generation stamping of like the elephant on the front, and then maybe over the top do baby girl. Where's my notebook? I have my fingers and toes crossed, Susanna. Look how cute this is. Like this kind of thing. This is my little sketches and ideas and stuff. Cute, huh? So that's a really cute one. So the other thing I was going to do was use that stamp to build like a background and then layer up some a little embossed panel. Isn't that cute? Booties, blankets and lots of toys. A baby is one of life's loveliest joys. And I'll put a pretty little button on top. That would be great if you have your own shows for your own stamps only. I know! I'm very excited about the prospect of that. But I'm also excited about demoing because it raises my profile, I guess, and that in turn will help build the company and the brand and stuff. So for this one, we've got Champagne Anniversary Silhouette. And my thought was that I'm going to stamp these guys. My wine glass, well, champagne flutes, I think they're called. I'm a teetotaler, so I don't really know. And I'm going to stamp them. And then I'm going to mask them. And then stamp congratulations on the back with my silver. Sorry, I'm holding them really rubbish. With my silver so that they're like in the background. Let me see what I've got. Like this. It's a really rough sketch. And maybe do like a different color congratulations just underneath. So have them all silver or something, and then that one be black or gold or something, I don't know. This is cute. Happy anniversary. And so for example, you've got here, congratulations, going on the outside. Oh, keep doing this. And then may you enjoy many more happy years together, or and they live happily ever after. That can go on the inside. Sweet. So that's that. Champagne Anniversary Silhouette. Then I have Silhouette Peacock Sympathy. So these stamps, I think the idea of this show is that it covers kind of the key points in life. So you got baby, you got marriage, you got that kind of things. And those were the original batch that I got. Then I got a whole load today, which is other things, which I'll probably play with more. I didn't know how many were going to arrive, so I started planning these ones. So it's got this sweet silhouette of a peacock. And then some stamps with sympathy. Sympathy cards are like the most difficult things to make. With heartfelt sympathy, with deepest sympathy, during this very difficult time, or thinking of you during this very difficult time, with fond remembrance and deepest sympathy. Our love and thoughts are with you always, and wishing you loving memories to forever hold in your heart. Really sweet. So I've done some ink blending here, and then I'll add my peacock there and add a little sentiment front and inside. That's the plan. And then another silhouette one. Hiya! They're lovely, aren't they? These are from a company called My Sentiments Exactly. And I am going to be on Create and Craft TV, showcasing these and demoing with them on Monday. I hope you can join me. 9 AM and 5 PM. So this one's got this cool dress form. I have enough clothes and shoes, I don't need to go shopping, said no woman ever. Dress like you're already famous, because to me you are. I think that's sweet. Let's go shopping. True friends are like diamonds, bright, beautiful, valuable, and always in style. No matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. I love that. That's so cool. So for that one, I have prepped, oh, obviously not that. I've done a couple of layers. So I stamped it first in brown, so it almost looks like a wooden effect happening over here. And then I stamped it in pink and also black on vellum, which is in here somewhere. That I plan to layer up. Isn't that sweet? I want that sentiment for my phone. Can you say it again, please, Lesley? I can. Which one was it? Let me go through them. I'll start at the bottom. No matter how you feel, scene change. No matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. It's fun. Hi! Is a really cool one. I like that. And that's from the Dress in Style silhouette set from My Sentiments Exactly. So let's have a look at some of the others. I need to put this back in here in its slot for my prepping. Put these over here. Okay, what have I got? What have I got? I've played with some of these. There's like a floral bunch. Let's do them first. So this one is has not got a name. I'm not sure why it doesn't have a name. I really like this big sentiment. Wishing you the happiest birthday ever. That's another thing on my list, to have sentiments which are a bit bigger like that. I think that you get a lot of mileage out of them. Best wishes, sending lots of wishes your way. Here's to celebrating you today and all through the year. And then a happy birthday. And then this, which is a hydrangea? I don't know. Anyone? Anyone? Anyone know what this is? Hydrangea? Is that a hydrangea? I have absolutely no idea. So where did I get all of these? These are, you say there's no glare, I have to hover over it. These are from My Sentiments Exactly, and I'm doing a show on Create and Craft TV on Monday. So they sent me the products so that I could play with them and prep some ideas for Monday. So I think this is a hydrangea, and I'll tell you why, because I've got a camera prop here, which which is a, I believe, hydrangea. I think he's cute though. So for that, I haven't really prepped very much else, but you can probably see this, which I could probably do tonight. Is I've used some watercolor cardstock and watercolored this panel with some blues and purples, although it kind of looks like there's a pink in there. I think it's just dried to that kind of a color. And I thought that that would be really sweet to somehow, you know, in a fairly basic capacity, add the flower and a sentiment and just kind of let it do all the work. I thought that would be fun. I'm so glad that My Sentiments Exactly has got so many new stamp sets for Create and Craft. They usually sell out quickly. Yay! Cool. Well, I hope so, because it means that I'm doing a good job. But I also, like, if it sells out, then it's like, okay, time to go. Time to go, Lesley. We don't need you anymore. Because they can't sell it if it's sold out. I mean, they can't continue on if it's sold out. So that's my plan for that. So this is another one, and this one has a name on it. So let's see what it says. Floral Friends Cards. Friendship isn't one big thing, it's a million little things. True friends are never apart, maybe in distance, but never in heart. I like that one. You've got good, so you can pair that up. You've got good, which you can pair up with friends. Good friends good friends like you are precious and few. Then we've got, I'm trying to stop this glare, and on physically impossible. Here we go. You've got a friend in me over here. Will help you until you're unstuck. So it must be good friends will help you until you're unstuck, or friends will help you until you're unstuck. Quote from Winnie the Pooh, and then miss you friend. And then I don't know what this is. Maybe the gardeners out there will be able to tell me what kind of flower that is. And I have no idea what to do with this stamp set or whether I'll even get that far, but it's another sweet one. Let's see. Good luck, Amy. Thanks for popping in. So this one is called Floral Congrats Cards. And we've got some like long stem daisies, I think. And then lots of really clean and simple messages, which are always great. And we've got congratulations on your engagement, on your new home, on your graduation, on your retirement, on your new job, on your promotion, to the bride and grooms. We're very proud of you. On your new little angel. That's cool. Oh, I should have had that on my baby card. On becoming grandparents. Oh, that's lovely. On becoming grandparents. Never seen that one before. And then you deserve a standing ovation. They're so sweet. That's so nice. Real good. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. And we've got floral get well cards. And once again, Lesley does not know what this flower is. Oh, is that a peony? This one a peony? Or as Piper calls it, a peony. Plastic flower. So this one is called Floral Get Well Cards. It must be some sort of a blossom. It's got a, well, it looks like a wasp to me. Maybe it's supposed to be a honeybee. There's also a little honeybee up here. Got another blossomy thing. Get well soon, thinking of you. You're going to make it through this. I love that one. One step at a time, one day at a time. Anytime, any place, anything, how can I help? That's sweet, isn't it? And then here we go. Hoping you're back to doing the things you enjoy real soon. That's so nice. Oh, Lorraine says a dogwood. I have no idea. I'll leave you to the experts. And then we've got floral thank you cards. So another real nice big thank you. And then you've got a truly up here and a so much over there and a sort of a cursive thank you here. And then a couple more mix and match of plainer sentiments. Thanks for your friendship so very much for being there ever so kindly. That's very British. Thank you ever so kindly. And then a swirly whirly thank you for your kindness and for everything. And then this one is a hyacinth. Of course I know that. I don't know that. I was like, it looks like it's got an apple or a carrot going on. Yeah, I'm rubbish. Yep. But another sweet stamp set. So I'm guessing that, boom, these 5. The other ones were, what's the word, silhouettes. And these ones all seem to be floral with words. So floral friends, floral congrats, floral get well, floral thank you, floral birthday maybe? Doesn't tell me. So I'm guessing these are a pack. Dogwood is a blossom tree. Cool. And these ones are, I think, my faves, which is hardly surprising because they got craters on them. So let me show you this one, and I have started to prep it. How cute is he? Isn't he lovely? So for him, this is called Up, Up and Away Bear Balloons. And I'll just scooch down a wee second. Up, Up and Away. We've got a little birdie here. We've got Don't Just Fly, Soar, which is sweet. Let Your Dreams Take Flight. Just Fly. Let Go and Fly Free. I'm Flying High on You. I'm flying high on you. Okay. Lifting you up today. Up in prayer. Up in prayer. Up, up and away, up in prayer. Okay. And there's another cute little birdie here as well. So you've one gone left, one gone right. But isn't he cute? I stamped him up earlier and coloured him in with some Copics. And then I'm probably just going to either, it's hard to get this all in, either do up and away up here or do something, I don't know. Maybe they'll let your dreams take flight over here. That might be sweet. I don't know. He's really cute though. I am a fan of him. So next one we have got this guy, which is New Day Bunnies. Hang on tight. When the rain is done, the sun will shine and you will too. Oh, I like that. When the rain is done, the sun will shine and you will too. Oh, no rain, no flowers. What? Ah, okay. No rain, no flowers. So the idea of, you know the way sometimes they say, if you didn't have rain, you never have rainbows. So you have to kind of put up with rain, if the rubbish in life like rain, because it results in amazing things like rainbows. That's cool. Feeling a little upside down. Oh, look, he's upside down. He's so cute. So we've got a balloon with a little squiggle bunny. And then we've got an umbrella with a little squiggle bunny. And then another cute little guy, little birdie, which kind of coordinates with the other one. Happy rain day. Happy rain day. Okay. No worries, tomorrow is a new day. Oh, that's nice. And then I miss you. I'm just not the same without you. That's sweet. So you can see here once again how you've got that innie and outie thing. I miss you, dot, dot, dot. I'm just not the same without you, dot, dot, with the dot, dot, dot in front. He's cute. So with this guy, I thought that I would try out the desert sand. And I stamped him and then coloured him in with some, this here is the desert sand in the brown, but it wasn't really doing what I wanted it to do, so I then swapped over to some distress inks and it was moving a lot better. But he's cute, isn't he? Bunny says, no, not upside down. You could probably like stamp it both ways, if you know what I mean. Like you could mask here and turn him around. But I think he's sweet. So here I think I might add I miss you and then put something else on the inside. Is that meant to be a frog? Which, this one? No, it's a bunny. See? He's holding on with his feet and his legs there. New Day Bunnies. And then we've got Mum's Birthday Bunnies. Lots of awesome messages here. Life without cake is possible, dot, 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 but pointless. Make a wish for you, Mum, with much love. Another balloon, but this time with a moose. It's such a cutie. Hope this birthday is your loveliest one ever. That's sweet as well. May your birthday be full of lots of love and a little too much cake. I like the size of this one. And don't forget the champagne, a little add-on. This bunny looks like he's had too much champers. We've got a bunny climbing up and a bunny snuggled down and another little mousy thing holding a cherry. And a nice big image here. So yeah, lots of really nice sentiments in this. Mum's Birthday Bunnies for those ones. And then some of you saw this earlier. I think you're probably going to want me to use this one. The Fox Says. So, what does the fox say? And then you've got hi there. It's lovely knowing you. Just dropping in to say dot, dot, dot. You're fabulous. Thank you so much. Happy birthday. You're amazing. You're kind. I love you. And then, oh, for sake, and also 0 given. Nobody say anything or we're going to have to put a rating on this video. So there we go. Which is your favorite? Which is your favorite? And is there any in particular that you would like me to use for tonight? Or is there any other requests? I'm going to cough, so bear with me a second so I can put you on mute. I'm back. Say what, says Bunny. Yeah, I know. I know you know what I mean. Turtle. The fox one, please. I thought that that might be a popular one. Boop. Make the fox. Shall I do a little no line colouring for the fox? I haven't really done that in a long time. And I'm just going to clear some space. Try this out. I wonder if you could turn him into a raccoon. Ooh, that's maybe a good one for another day. I better not turn him into a raccoon for the show, because then I can't really use him for the show if I turn him into a raccoon. But yeah, I think maybe, yeah, I can totally turn him into a raccoon. Hey, Claudette! Claudette was one of our Kickstarter supporters. Hey, girl. So I've got a little cloudy dye here. So I might actually stick that on. I'm not sure, but I might just use it to create some clouds. So he's up in the clouds. Wouldn't that be cute? And then maybe do the no line colouring. That'd be fun. Yes, I was eyeballing the fox. So this is the load and fold tool. Yes, somebody said do not have a mistake. I do. I want to get used to this because I have to use it for the show on Monday. This is some Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock. And it has two sides. So it has got a really toothy side. Maybe you don't know what toothy is. Let me explain. Got a really textured toothy side. Okay, if I move it, you should be able to see some of the shadows there with a different toothy tooth side. It's typical of a, let me get this right, cold press watercolor. And then you have on this side, smooth, typical of a hot press watercolor paper. So I'm actually going to use the toothy one. I'm going to use the toothy. What does the fox say? Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. I guess he does. Oops. Iris is done crafting for tonight. Good night and good luck Monday. Thank you so much. Okay. So I have been using some of these today. They are photopolymer, I can confirm. And they stamp really nicely. So that's good. Night. What is that tool? Asks Claudette. Claudette, this is called the, what is it called? Let me grab the thingy, majiggy, maju. Oh, what have I done with that? There it is. It is called the Load and Fold Stamping Tool, and this is the large square, and it's branded Rare Earth, and it is sold from Create and Craft TV, and it will be part of a show that I am demoing for on Monday for a stamp company called My Sentiments Exactly, and that is who has this cute stamp set, My Sentiments Exactly, and this stamp set is called The Fox Says. And Donna has just told us what the fox says. So I'm going to use the desert sand for this, but I'm going to do second generation stamping so that it's not as bold. So I'll just put a piece of paper here first of all, stamp that up. You can hear the stick. Oh, it's super light. I might have to do first generation stamping. Let's see. I'll do another second. Because this is the bumpy side as well, it'll probably take a little bit of time to build up. Oh, that's a bit better. So I can see that a bit better now, which makes it a lot easier. His nose is still not very pronounced, so I'm just going to give him a little tap on his noggin. Try that. Looking good. Okay, so I'm thinking another good thing about having this as like a plastic acrylic-y surface is that I can actually use this as my palette. I might use the lid though. I'll put this piece of paper under it so that I can see the color through it. I wish I could do this no line coloring. I've tried. Oh well, mine might not turn out any better. It's a bit like I don't know, it's a bit like Copics where you just kind of start at the edge, is my opinion. Let me start off here while I tap some inks down. So I'm going to do my box first of all, and I'm going to use some distress inks. So what am I going to have? Maybe some Rusty Hinge. And I'm going to go for some tea dye to tone that down, and maybe take it from there. See where I go from there, to be honest. So there's two things that you can do. You can either use a wet paintbrush or you can use a water brush. Is the stamp and press available in the US? The stamp definitely is, because My Sentiments Exactly is a American brand, so absolutely, that absolutely is. The show is on Monday. It airs, I believe, both in the UK and the US. So you probably will be able to get it on the show if you want good deals, because I've seen the prices, I just don't remember them. So there's good deals. This is from my hydrangea colouring earlier. Get a purple out. And yeah, so there's some good deals there for the show. Or you can just look it up. You might be able to buy it normally. But if you check out, like say Monday at 9 and at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. British time, but you might need to figure out exactly what that is in your time zone. Okay, you're not going to be able to see me picking up the ink. Oh, hold on, Craig, how do you do the magic? There is a magic scene. where you can put one inside one. I don't think I can do it just now. If he comes out, he might be able to do it. Okay. Let's see how this no-line watercoloring turns out. So I'm going to go along the edges and pull it out a little. And by out I mean in. Pull it into the center a bit. Like this. And so one of the techniques is wet and wet, so I can wet the inside. So I'll pick up some of that other orangey tone now. And go along that sort of outside edge. And it'll automatically bloom. Pull it in a little puddle. So if you like the wet on wet, slap a bit of water onto your area first of all. And then let it pull itself in. It is a bit more unpredictable. Some people like that. It's a whole lot of fun. Some people do not think it's fun. Some people hate the unpredictability of it. And you can use different techniques to your advantage. So for example, if you wanted now to create a bit more of a heavier line, you could dry this and then come in with a dry stroke. Which I'll probably do in a little bit. But let's colour him in. How do you do picture in picture? Yes, Craig, how do you do picture in picture? Come and sort that out if you can. Let's see. This rusty hinge is a perfect foxy colour. I think I'm going to need a bit of a darker tone in it. Here he comes. I can hear him. And I'll do that back here as well. We wondered how to do picture in picture so they can see the close-up but still see me picking up the inkies. Bear with us.
So where's the ink?
I have no idea.
No.
Oh, that is, yeah. So it probably needs to go down at the bottom there. Bottom right, maybe? No, we want it the other way around. We want the fox to be big. Sorry guys, bear with us. Want the fox to be big. And then the ink to be small. And I'll just have to scooch Mr. Fox. Actually, put him like here. Oh man, it's like working backwards. Does that work? Can't figure out this. Okay. Yay! Okay, that must be good. Whoop whoop.
Yeah,
looks good. Thumbs up, you guys. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I think that was a thumbs up. So vintage photo now as well, just to pick up a little bit of darker tones. Thumbs up, fabulous. Thank you, Mr. O. Okay. And I'll come in. Add like a little shadow under his noggin. And it's still a little bit damp, so it still will move a tiny bit. I drank some of it. Too busy chatting. And I might heat this or blast it with my heat tool a little. Just wanted that back ear to be a bit darker. He looks amazing, thank you. He's a cutie, that's for sure. Colour in that back leg and that back arm a bit darker as well. Just blend that out a little bit. He's cute. Right, I'm going to hit this with a heat tool. Where can I do that? So I'll bring my heat tool over here. Okay, put you on mute. Okay, and I want a little worn lipstick for his ear. Thanks. Pop it over there, please. Thank you. And I'll dilute that quite a bit. I can add that quite lightly in here as a little touch of pink. And then pick up some of the more intense colour to intensify that if I want to. So I can never remember that foxes have black tips on their legs, I think. Let me have a look on Google. Fox. So I think I need to add a little... No, not Fox News. Of course not Fox News. Okay, so tips of ears, tips of feet. But his tail is... Oh, wait a minute. That one's got black bit on the end of his tail. Huh. Mostly white tail, but not quite as much as I have believed. And I don't want to do a harsh line because it does come down. In a bit of an uneven way. There we go. And then black suit. And once again, I'll dilute this quite a bit, so I'll start light. Just add a little tiny bit. of black. Into his paws. And the very tips of his ears. He's kind of cute though, huh? So some of the hardest bits then is the fine details. So let's take a fine pen, not pen, paintbrush, and a blob of watercolor just to soften my bristles. And then use a fine tip paintbrush to draw in any other lines or outlines that I want to draw in. You don't have to do this, but sometimes I like giving them a little feathering action. Mickey's fluffy. Hi Jimmy Lanny, doing a little bit of no line watercoloring tonight. Using some stamps from My Sentiments Exactly, which is the name of the stamp company. And these are going to be sold on Create and Craft TV on Monday, where I'm going to be doing some demonstrating, which is very exciting. So with adding the little line in, I know sometimes you might think, well, isn't that the whole point? There's no line when you watercolor it. If you want it to be the point, sure. But the reason I like doing it is because then if you've got like features to add, like we do here with the eye, and I think sometimes it can look a wee bit different, a wee bit odd if you have features that aren't carried through, like you're using, you've got features on the inside but not lines around the outside. I don't know what I'm saying. Just ignore me. Okay, so we need balloons. What color shall I do my balloonies? And wipies Craig left over here. And which one of these sentiments should we do? I should probably do a sentiment from one of the sets, the animal set. So where's my foxy one gone to? Here it is. Just dropping in to say you're amazing. Yeah, that sounds like a good one for me. Hang on tight. We'll try and keep it to the stamp set, I guess. Ooh, teal, 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 teal. Lorraine's for teal. Grey and pink. Ooh, I like it. I like that idea. Although I don't have much grey, but we'll make it work. earlier, yeah, I lost my spun sugar. But I found him again. He was hiding with my distress oxides. Well, it wasn't so much because the distress oxides have got a different color of base, so it's like a grey base, which is all good. But I also have over there with my distress oxides a thingy-majiggy-majug, what you call it. I can't think of words today. An embossing ink pad, which has got a black base. So it was hiding with that. I've layered in some spun sugar, which is the really light one. And then added some worn lipstick, kind of in the middle. And then I'm coming in with a little more concentrated worn lipstick to the side here. And I'll come in again along this edge when it's dry with the worn lipstick. I'm going to hit it with my heat tool, bear with me. Lorraine's favourite colour is teal. Mine too. But I'm sure you knew that. So let's bring in a little more of that dark pink. Because I've got that bumpy texture, it's not exactly making a very smooth line, but that's fine. I can come in with a bit more of a harsh line here if I want to, without the water, without the wet on wet. You'll get a harsher line. If you want to blend it out, you just add a little water. Little water. Are you going to be demonstrating these stamps on a project from start to finish on Monday? So, to be honest, I will probably be doing projects start to finish, but they'll be very basic. So I shared kind of at the start of this show, start of this live stream, a couple of ideas I had where I'd prepped like a base which is already pre-inked, and then I just need to stamp on top of it. I watched a show today with another like stamp company, and I think all in all she got 1 and a bit cards done. So what I'm trying to do is be a bit wary of the fact that there's not a lot of time. It seems like it's a long time because it's like an hour, but by the time they actually talk about the products and do all the numbers and things, it's not as long as what you might think. Okay. Now for my grey. I'm wondering if my iced spruce oxide, or sorry, red burlap oxide. What's that going to be like? Oh no, that's too ice spruce. Ice spruce oxide. Might work, might not work. Testing cardstock, please. This isn't watercolor cardstock, but it's a grey. Let's give it a go anyway. So for this one, I'm going to have the dark in here right behind this balloon and then fade out. Oh, it looks like it's not traveling as much. Bloop. Smoosh it out a bit. And I might give this balloon some white spots with like a gel pen. Thought that'd be fun. So I'm using Distress Oxides and Distress inks primarily. This is the only oxide I'm using so far. But of course you can use watercolors. Will you be able to use Foxy on Monday then? He can make his first appearance too. Yeah, I mean, I can show this card, bring this card. Or what I could do actually is not stamp this tonight and then stamp the sentiment on Monday. If you guys were okay with that. That might be a good idea. And I'm going to add a little bit of my black soot, just kind of dilute it a bit to add a tiny bit more shading, because obviously I use two colours on with my pinky pink, but I want to get one colour of oxide with this one. I'm going to blast with my heat tool. Back in a sec. So yeah, I think I might do that. I'll just finish up my Foxy tonight, and at least you got to see kind of how that works. And then finish him off on Monday on the show. This cardstock is the Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock. Distress watercolor cardstock, I think it's called. And he, it's got a smooth side and a bumpy side. But the reason I like this the most is because it's bright white. So I have lots of watercolor cardstock here, but it all seems to be like an off-white. This didn't blend very well. Which is fine if you're watercoloring, but then if you well, do you know what? It's not so much having a card that's off-white. It's when you go to take a photo of it then afterwards, and I'm trying to edit it, like, it looks like it's supposed to be white and you have failed in your photo editing endeavors. And it really annoys Craig. So I like the fact that this one is bright white. So there we go, little Foxy. I'm going to finish him off with my gel pen, I think. Where's my gel pen? Where's my gel pen? Here it is. And a Copic multi-liner will do the trick. Nope, a Faber-Castell Pitt pen instead. I'm so sorry, I keep doing that. Bye guys, see you later. So obviously we have to colour in these lines for the balloon, which if you want to, you can add with a paintbrush. Oh, this must go all the way down here. Like that. And I'll add a little like light thingy-majiggy reflection. And then I was going to add some, maybe some dots, because in the actual stamp there's like a little design on the balloon. So I don't want it to be uniform, I kind of want it to be a bit more whimsical, I think. It'll be fun. And leave it like that. I'll have to send mine to you to do the lines. Your hand is so steady. Oh, not sure about that. Practice though, Bunny. Practice makes perfect. Hey, Pauline. So there we go. We've got my little Foxy. Let me bring him up here. Okay, that's scene 2. Okay, cool. So maybe what I can do then is leave him like that, and then on Monday, just dropping in to say you're fabulous or something like that, or just dropping in to say, and then on the inside do you're fabulous, darling. Something like that. It's kind of sweet. He is a lovely little fox. Cool. Because I kind of want to I want to be able to show, like, I'm probably not going to be able to show all the stamp sets, but it would be kind of nice to do, like, use a stamp or two from, like, every set. Well, maybe not all of them, but that would be fun. Because I know from experience that if you demonstrate something, it will sell better. I remember, oh gosh, how many years ago was it? Jeez. 2002, 2003? Whenever these guys came out, Distress Inks, I demoed them. And it was back in the day where it was like Tim Holtz and everything was vintage, so everything was brown. And I demonstrated with tea dye, vintage photo and walnut stain. and I probably still have the stamps. It was like a vintage car, yeah, it was all like tags and jute and ribbon and that kind of, and raffia and stuff. And these are still the ones that I demoed with back then. I don't use them an awful lot, to be honest, but so I was going to do the same with this guy, have him all prepped up. I think the colour's better on this camera. Have him all prepped up and then add a little sentiment, just to showcase that you can use the stamps like quite simply, and stamp the image, stamp sentiment, bada boom. And I think we'll have time for one more card. What should we do? I've already stamped this guy, so I might finish him off on Monday maybe. So what's the other one? I've not done much with the florals yet. Let's do one of them. Unless you guys have any requests. This guy goes here. This guy goes here. That guy goes there. Boom. What about a large sentiment? Okay, well, there was one that had a real nice big large, like this one, that I really liked. I need to tidy up a bit, hold on. A large sentiment with the background. Yeah, I think that would work great. Let's see. Wishing you the happiest birthday ever. It's sweet, isn't it? I like that. So we could do that with like some florals or things around the outside. I think that might be quite cute. What colour? This was a peony, is it? What colours are peonies and stuff? Maybe just some like sentiments around the outside. Would that work? Because I don't want to use the hydrangea with this one, because I'm going to use the background that I've prepared. Pink peonies. Would that work? Let's do it. And maybe do the sentiment with, I might try the gold or silver pigment ink. And then we can maybe use clear embossing powder to emboss it. We'll give it a go. This is just normal cardstock we've got going on now. But if I want to emboss with clear, it'll not make it that much of a difference, I don't think. But I shall add my powder tool here. I'm trying to keep my powder tool away from my stamping tools, because I'm finding that on the back of my stamps, sometimes they're not as sticky as what they would like, and I have discovered or theorized that it's because there's so much powder in my tools. Classic pigment black, no. Clear glass, no. Gold metallic. Okay, never used this, never before used this, never before used that stamp. Let's see. seems to be taken well to the stamp. There we go. Gold twice embossed. Ooh. Let's see. Quite nice. Link it up again. Bada boom. And then I need some clear embossing powder for this guy. And because this is pigment, it takes a lot longer to dry anyway, so embossing it is great if you're lazy like me. Okay, I'm going to stick that back down there because I'm going to hit it with my heat tool, and it'll mean that I don't have to put my heat tool right onto my craft mat. Oh, sorry. Okay, so I hit it on the back to try and pull out the buckle. It's not as metallic as when you emboss with gold embossing powder. It kind of pulls back the metallic effect. I mean, you can see if you compare to this to, you can't put it all in, to this, it's not quite as shiny. So if you wanted to keep the shininess with that ink pad, then you could just let it air dry. But it's still pretty. It's pigment and it's metallic, so there's a lot of ink here, especially with the mica in it. So I'm first of all taking the most of the ink from my stamp using a baby wipe, and then I will just give it a little buff down with my doodad. Now if you have a look, there's still some in the grooves. Can you see the, no. Still some in the grooves, which doesn't bother me. If it does bother you, you can get the scrubber. Scrub. Get the scrubber out. Right, so we're gonna do peonies around it. Piper had this book called Princess Cherry Pie, I think. This is not a peony. And the princess was called Peony. And she reads it because I'm apparently slower down. And one day she asked me to read it, and I was reading down Princess Peony. This was like, peony. I think it's peony. Peony, Mum, it's peony. Okay, peony. It's funny. I can't really criticize because I say things in silly ways too. Being from Northern Ireland. Okay, I may need to move my tape around as I move my stamp around, but that's cool. So what I'm going to do actually is use the dye-based ink pad with this, the black one, I think. Or maybe I'll use the brown one, or the like sepia one. Oh, that didn't stay steady. I want to see like Copics on it. Wouldn't that be fun? Determined not to stick. Maybe I should just poke them up in a corner. Or maybe I should pick another corner. Maybe. I think. Maybe there? Lorraine says, they're so funny, children. As an ex-head teacher, I should have written a book about what children say wrong. Oh, yeah. So what do you think? Black? Or do you think brown? Or even desert sand? Ooh, this is still archival. Interesting. Maybe I'll just go black. See what happens. Yeah, I used to. I don't anymore. I don't know why, but well, I do know why. I used to have this thing on my Facebook called Piperisms, and when Piper would say something funny, whatever, then I would share it with the world under Piperisms. And it would almost be like every day she would have her Piperisms. And it was kind of when she was like 2 and 3. And it was like the way that she would make sense of the world. Which was really funny. But as she kind of got older, she wasn't funny anymore because she wasn't wrong. She was too clever. Oh, sorry, Lorraine, I just got your message there to say brown. So yeah, there was less funny things because she wasn't necessarily wrong or anything. Do you know what I mean? My daughter still does it now and she's 29. Aw, Mom. Can't say that. Okay. Let's pop this one up here. And I'm going to hit it with a heat gun, the black, because I don't know what this is like. And it did say when it's dry that it's archival. So I want to make sure that it is dry before I attempt to Copic marker it. Pretty. And more wipey. Oh yeah, I never added my clouds around my fox, did I? This is taking the ink a lot. This is one of those stamps that's going to need a scrub, I think. Ooh. Ooh, hiccup. I really hope I don't have hiccups. Oh man. During a live stream, my hiccups are always really squeaky. Okay, heat tool while I blast this bad boy. Doop, 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 doop. So you tell me peonies are pink, right? Are they pink? I don't think I really want to go into much detail with this. Oh gosh, I should probably grow more flowers so I know where the flower starts and where the greenery. Okay, YGO3 that one was. And YG11 to. Do you take requests? Yes, I do. Probably not at this time of night though, because we're probably just about to wrap up. But absolutely, you can send me your requests. Okay. So I'm going to just feather this out. Oh, I did get a little bit of black on there. Obviously didn't hit it quite long enough. I'm going to hit it again because I don't want to get it on my Copic marker. Back in a second. Okay, let's try this a little bit more. And I'm just going to pull it out a tiny bit so that there's a hint of pink. And it fades to white. I was going to say to black there. At the tips. I have no idea what it actually does in real life, and if this is actually a true color. I can't even see. Let me move you over. So it just has a little hint of pink. Let's try a little more over here. You know, florals isn't something that I do a lot of. I'm more cutesy, fun and funky, whimsical. It's more my jazz. Oh, speaking of jazz, we watched La La Land yesterday. Yay! Been waiting for it to turn up on Netflix. And it finally did. I enjoyed it. Well, actually, I saw it in America in January, but Craig had never seen it. There we go. Peonies, I think you find, are deeper pink. Oh no! Are they? Google. Google, my friend. Where are you? I no longer want to know what a fox looks like, and I want to know what a peony colour is. Some of them are light. This one's light. Yeah, most of them are dark as well. I'm going to go with all kinds of shades. You can't really argue with Google. That's the law. Okay. It's pretty though, isn't it? So let's, what I wanted to do with this actually was to cut out a section in the front and then stick that onto some foam and layer it up so that the card front stays as is, but it has a little bit of dimension. So let me see what we've got for that. Something like this. Artistic license. Exactly. It's also 10 to midnight, so. Ooh. Try and center this up a little bit. Oh yeah, I've got Craig to bring this in and then never even showed it to you guys. I'll have to show you now. Let me finish up this card first of all. This might be a good card to do on the show because it's a lot of stamping. Get my thingamajig over to the side, the load and fold. I need a little card blank here for this. Ah. Get this stuck on. Yes, it shows off the inks. It does. Yeah, that's true. Ooh, need to make sure I get this the right way around. That's not the right way around. So, although it's pretty close. Pretty good centering. Oh, I'm getting well confused now. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's it. Oh man. Stomach's growling now. Needing some bedtime sustenance. And then we can stick this on. I'll just get a piece of craft foam for this one. I could maybe add pink craft foam. Oh no, it's too pink. Do you think that'll be too pink underneath? Let's have a look. Give it a go. Pop this in here. And the thing is about the foam is when you squish it through, sorry, when you run it through the machine, it squishes, so it kind of comes out slightly bigger than what you want it to be anyway. So you need to trim it off nearly all the time. Although you could use that to your advantage. Let me swish you over. You could use it to your advantage so that it has like a little layer if you wanted to. But I think that might detract from what we're going for. I think that's sweet. I'm going to do that. That would be great. I did say pink behind it earlier. Did you? Missed that. Great minds think alike. Either that or there was some subliminal messaging happening. Flame says you should have way more subscribers. Yay! Thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. Okay. Just going to trim it down because I want to have a continuous floral situation. And always add the tape to the card because foam is a beast. It does not like to be tamed. Pretty. I think I've gone a little bit wonky on my framed eye there, but hey ho! I'll lay it down at an angle in your camera shot so you don't notice that it's a bit wonky. Cool, well that's a good one, isn't it? I'm going for some cereal. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for some cereal too. So we've got this one, and then the other card that I made earlier was this one. Congrats. Get yeti for baby. So two very different but fun designs, and also I colored in my little, oops, don't drop them. Colored in my little fox and no line watercoloring as well. So the other thing I wanted to show you guys, which I'm going to show you now, which I'm excited about, is that if you're in the UK, you may be familiar with Simply Cards and Papercraft. So we got an advert for Heffy Doodle in there, and I'm really excited. I love it. I love the way it pops as you go through it, and you can get a free shipping code on there as well. And then we've got a so the shipping code is for Europe, by the way, and Heffy Doodle. And then we've also got a card featuring the adorable lions. And at the front they did an article here, what's new, and it talks about the new release of Heffy Doodle. So we are so thrilled about that, absolutely stoked, and we are yeah, we've got another 2 magazines that we're having some things in, which I think is called, oh no, I don't know. I can't think of it. It's 5 to midnight and I can't think of it. It'll come to me in about 10 minutes, I'm sure. So, guys, I am going to say cheerio. And thank you so much for joining me and for encouraging me as I played with some of these goodies today. And a huge thank you to Maria, who isn't here, but a thank you for her for sent me some yetis. That's amazing. Papercraft. This one is called Simply Cards and Papercraft, and the other one is stamp. No, Papercraft. No, I don't know. I don't know. I can't think. I've spoken to a lot of magazines, so I need to figure this. It's the same publisher, so we shall see. I'm sure I'll tell you whenever I get the magazines through. Papercraft Essentials? Maybe, I don't know. I'll figure it out. So please, if you are about, come and watch the Create and Craft show on Monday, 9 AM and 5 PM in the UK. And you'll see all of these goodies for sale. It was really fun to get to play with them, even though I feel awful that I don't have another finished card to share with you guys. But I'm excited about this paper, no, what is it called? Crafting Live thing in Peterborough. I have no idea what it's about. So I will go and check that out for some fun. And next week I shall see you with my little dupe. Doop. I'm going to stroke his belly. Of course, he probably won't be on the stream next week because he will only be, he'll be panicking because he's been ripped away from his mother. How rude. But he will be well loved, for sure. I don't know whether I told you what we're going to call him, but I'm not going to tell you right now anyway. You'll have to come back next week for that. Right, guys, I'm going to say cheerio. Have a great weekend, and I shall see you next week. And I hope that you will come and craft with me.